Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Full Circus. We're not doing that voice. My name is Tristan Sartoris. I'm so happy to have you guys here with me today. And if you cannot tell by the luxurious, the sweetening, softening, but mostly sickening sounds of my phlegm, I'm sick. I don't mean like I'm sick with it. I mean like I'm sick with the sickness. I'm sick with a cold. I don't know how it happened, right? I've been doing all the things, okay? I've been trying to be smart and healthy and clean. I'm washing my hands. I'm keeping people away from me. I'm minding my own business. But somehow, some way, I went to bed happy as a clam, healthy as a horse. And these germs, dude, are like these little ninja freaks, man. They come up behind you in the middle of the night, smack you over the back of the head, and you wake up with a runny nose. And, yeah, I don't know what to make of it. All I know is that I'm not thrilled, okay? I'm not feeling so hot, and I had to get on here and make this podcast because I feel like we're on the downward trend right before this thing spirals out of control. I'm like, let me get on here and make a show because I vowed, right? I vowed not just to you guys, but to me that I would never miss a week of this podcast, right? I would never miss an episode. We're all about the sequential order, baby. And while at least I can still maintain and fake some energy, we got to get on here and pretend and make some magic. So I don't know how long this podcast is going to be. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to say. And I know you guys are watching and being like, hey, you never do. And that's true, but at least now I can hide behind like this little layer of sickness and be like, that's, see, I'm much more sharper than that. But yeah, I'm a little bit of a fog. I'm in a cloud. I'm just kind of moseying around, right? I don't really know what's going to happen next, but I had to get up and I wasn't really feeling great. I didn't know if I was going to do this show in the first place, but I had to, I actually had to do an audition. Oh, this is going to be interesting or funny, depending on your point of view. I had an audition. I came in, and it was for like a big thing, and I can't tell you what it is, but you don't need to know it for context purposes. It's just know it was a big audition, and they sent it to me directly saying, hey, these freaking casting directors saw a photo of you. They saw your headshot, and they wanted you to audition for this specific role. And I was sick, and I was like, oh my gosh, dude, I don't know if I have the energy to do it, but the deadline was tomorrow. So like, okay, I have to do it today. All right, then. So I read the thing. I'm like, oh, crap. This guy, apparently this movie takes place a little bit ago, and it's like a racially sensitive movie. And this role was supposed to be some freaking prissy douchebag racist kid. And I was like, okay, don't know what that means for my headshots, right? They saw a photo of me and like, hey, dude, we'd love you for this role. Do I need new headshots? Like, do I need to call up my photographer and be like, hey, don't make me look like a douche. Like, don't make me look like a racist freaking idiot. So I didn't know what to make of that, but I was like, well, it's a big movie. It's a big opportunity. They asked for me directly. I can't not do it, no matter how awkward this feels. So I get in here, and it wasn't like a racist, like I was saying racist things, but it just felt like it was kind of implied. Like he was like, oh, like he felt like he was better than everybody. And so I got up and I did that. I did a couple takes of it, and I sent it in. And this might be the tricky part here, is that I was just reading over the script before I started this show. After I already sent the thing in, the audition's already gone, deadline's passed, and it didn't say he was racist. I read between the lines. So luckily I didn't give them all racist takes. There were some that they were looking for, and they're supposed to be contrasting, but I don't think they were asking for like a racist contrast. So I'm like, oh crap. Okay, so now I kind of made my own bed. I'm like, oh, dang, you guys want me to be racist? This sucks, but I'll try, do whatever. And they're like, they're going to get this audition. And they're going to be like, what the frick is this guy? We're trying to make like it's supposed to be like black empowerment for this movie. And he freaking sends in a racist take. And it wasn't actually racist, but like, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, again, my head's in such a fog. I just read it. I was like, oh, okay, this, and I just like went with it. And I'm so out of it, I don't know what I'm doing. But it is what it is. But I hope they appreciate the contrast nonetheless. I mean, the agency said the auditions look good. So in case you are worrying about me in my future, like, hey, dude, we love your stuff, all good. So don't worry about it. But yeah, I really gotta be careful about what I read and what I perceive, because I'm just kind of off it. But anyways, well, I got to do that thing. I was like, dude, you gotta hop in the booth while you still got it, and you gotta pretend, put on some energy, put on some fake stuff, and just go at it. So I put on my Sunday's best, which is just a SpongeBob shirt, and I'm pretending to be somebody I wish I was, and that's someone who doesn't have a cold. It's crazy looking back at things. You take things for granted a lot in life. Like I look back to just a couple days ago, and I say, man, I'd give anything to be that guy, And that guy wasn't having the best of times either. And maybe I brought this on myself, because I was watching the Browns game. We lost, by the way. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, dude, what I would give to have the Browns win. I'd give up my family, my health. I'd give up the moon, the stars, and everything in between. And then I get sick. So maybe I did this to me. Freaking bad karma. Roll the dice. And I didn't even get the Browns win. So maybe I just got screwed. But, anyways, like, no matter how crappy I was feeling just a couple days ago, I look back and I'm like, dude, I'd give anything to be that sad guy, Just something about a cold, just, like, I feel like I'm just, like, getting out of breath just standing here. And, yeah, it's crazy, dude. Colds suck so much. And you take it for granted, right? You look back and you're like, dude, what's it like to be a normal person? That's how I want to be. That's how I want to be feeling. And sometimes putting on a nice SpongeBob shirt is just the key to, faking it until you're making it. So, again, I don't know how long this show is going to be, dude. I'm running out of breath, especially while talking. So maybe let's just shoot for 10 minutes. 10 minutes seems fair, seems fine. We're about 7 into it, so it should be good. What else has been going on, dude? I've been watching Harry Potter more while I've been sitting around wasting time, and I'm further into it, dude. I saw the Goblet of Fire. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but that movie was super slow. But at the end, I was like snoozing, right? It was late, and I was like, oh, this movie is kind of fun. It's like whatever, and then at the end, things just kind of pick up, and if you've seen, what I'm talking about. I was like, whoa, it's 3 a.m. And again, maybe this is why I got sick. I was staying up so late. But I woke up, I was like, holy crap. This is freaking intense. Goosebumps, shivers. I'm like on guard because it was that intense. There was nothing even around me. But when something's so intense, you freaking put up your karate choppers and you get ready. And anyways, it was super neat. I'm loving the Harry Potter series so far. And I keep talking to more people. And I'm like, oh, dude, it's crazy. I've never seen Harry Potter. I know, I'm a weirdo. I'd be like, wow, actually, I've never seen it either. I'm like, wow, it's weird. I don't know if it's in the air. I don't know if I started something. Or maybe it's just because they're free on demand, and that's how I found them. But it's a good time, and I'm happy to be a part of this new collective era, this generation of people, no matter how old we are, that are just getting into Harry Potter for the first time. My favorite one so far is, and I can't remember the names of all of them because they're kind of weird. Prisoner of Azkaban? Azkabana? I don't know. I think it was the third one. Whatever. There's one where it doesn't really matter what happens in the movie. It was super good, but what made it the most was I just remember watching it and being so happy because I was sitting down with some pancakes, and I was like, yes, I'm watching Harry Potter again. This is fun. This is right before I got sick, so it was a little bit more enjoyable. And I don't know if it was because of the pancakes or because of the movie rocked, but that's my favorite one so far. And I know people are like, yeah, it's actually just because you were associating a happy memory with the thing, and in turn you created a different bond of these moments, and it's a psychological, emotional effect you've created for yourself. But I'm like, no, dude, I think the movie's actually good, but I really don't know because the pancakes were even better. But yeah, it was so good. The only thing I remember from that movie was, and this shouldn't be a spoiler, but I have no idea, but he's like, Expecto Patronum! And, it was the coolest thing ever, dude. I had goosebumps. I keep saying I'm not going to spoil anything, but honestly, I have no idea what I'm watching most of the time. Like, wait, are these ghosts, or what do they call them? And then he just freaking busts out the wand. He's like, Expecto Patronum! And that's and that's my favorite spell too, Expecto Patronum, and I just can't stop saying Expecto Patronum. It's so cool, man. And I don't know any more spells, but that one rocks. So if you haven't seen Harry Potter, go watch the third one only, and you'll know what I'm talking about, or watch the whole thing. And yeah, it's super super good series so far. I'm excited to be a part of it. What else is going on, dude? Oh, this is really unfortunate. I'm supposed to be going to a wedding this weekend, and I'm a groomsman, which I'm like one of the most ungroomed folks around. Actually, this is it doesn't look too bad, but it's better than anything else I usually have going on. Anyways, yeah, I'm supposed to be a groomsman, and I never look groomed, but yeah, I'm supposed to be there, and I don't know if I'm gonna be there because I am sick. I don't know if this thing's gonna clear up by the time the wedding comes around. I'm also supposed to be hunting for the proper wedding attire, and the funny part about this is that they made it super casual. They're like, dude, just wear some jeans, wear your work boots, and a white dress, like a white button on a shirt. Okay, can you muster that? And I've known about this for months, and and I still haven't gotten to get it. It's like it was so simple that I couldn't do it. Like I was like, it's just like one little task. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Like if something's like a super big undertaking, right? You're like, oh, I gotta do this or this. Oh, it's like overwhelming. I don't even want to think about it. This is like the other side of the spectrum. Like, oh, this is so freaking minuscule. It's so simple that I don't feel like it's so hard for me to go and take care of it. And now I'm sick, and now I'm gonna have to do it in the middle of all this, and it's just it's a big mess. But it's funny because it's so small, and I look even lazier. But look, I managed. Like, let me wear this, dude. I look great. Sunday's best out here. But yeah, they're probably gonna be mad. They're like, dude, you serious? You can't you got one job. Wear a white shirt, dude. I'm like, I'll get around to it. I gotta freaking film a bunch of racist auditions and stuff. It's hard. It's hard to be me while sick. Let me move the mic because I want to get that color. Ooh, yeah. Is that blue or purple? I don't know. Wow, we passed the 10-minute mark, dude. This is longer than I thought I was gonna be able to make it into this thing. Yeah, so the wedding should be nice if I can go. And, here's the thing about weddings, and this is, I'm going to, if they're watching this, like, they're all excited, like, dude, we're about to get married, everything's so fun, and I'm about to freaking trash on it. Weddings suck, but I'm joking. I like wedding ceremonies. Wedding ceremonies are awesome, right? You make a grown man cry. I'm like, oh, this is so beautiful, coming together, family is amazing. But wedding receptions just really aren't, here's the thing. People stick around at these wedding receptions for hours and hours and hours, and it's like, what are you doing, right? They're just sitting there playing the same songs, like, oh, you make me want to shout, come on now. And it's just playing everything for hours and hours and hours, but I feel like there should be something fun to do, and I think there's supposed to be cornhole. Their wedding is supposed to be fun or whatever. I'm just saying, look, I don't mean to be trashing the wedding. This is probably a bad time to bring it up, but I thought it'd be even worse if I did it afterwards, because then they'd be like, you hated the wedding? And it's going to be fun. It is going to be a good time. I'm just saying to sit there, either you're dancing on the floor for, it's literally like 5 hours, or you're sitting there eating freaking porridge or something, like crappy wedding food. Although, again, I'm not talking about this wedding specifically, so, Carlton and Addie, if you guys are watching, it's like, hey, don't freaking hate, the wedding's supposed to be cool. I'm not talking about your wedding specifically. I just mean weddings in general. And all the people who have invited me to weddings before, I'm not necessarily talking about your weddings either, but, anyways, the food's always crappy, and you're just kind of sitting around, or you're dancing. It's just, I don't know. It's never been my cup of tea. Like, again, 3 or 4 songs, that's fun. Like, I can jump and I can boogie and dun 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 dun. I don't have enough room to freaking cluck, but, about 25, maybe even 30 minutes of songs, that's fun. That's enough dancing for me. But like, and then you eat some food. It's just I'm ready to pack up or do something. Like throw some darts, make a cornhole, get a dunk tank. I have no idea. Or maybe I just get bored easily. Maybe I just get bored. It's too deep a thought to go in here. But anyways, this wedding should be fun. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I am excited nonetheless, and I hope they're supposed to have some good food, and they're supposed to have some fun things going on, so I am excited. What else is, dude, I hate being sick. I don't know how I got sick. I really don't, like, I haven't gone anywhere. The only place I went to was a bachelor party-ish. It was just all my brother's friends and all his fiance's friends, and it was supposed to be like some big bonfire in someone's backyard, but it was really just more like a picnic. And there's a lot of people, but no one looked sick. And I knew all these people. Everyone looked fine. Um, although there was like one guy I didn't know. He was I don't know whose friend he was. I think he was the neighbor of he lived by the venue. It was someone's backyard. But it was just like some 65-year-old guy, and he's like walked over and he was drinking. He was just drunk. And I was like, wait, who is that guy? And my brother, his name is Nick, my younger brother. And they're like, oh, dang, we have multiple Nicks here. I will tell them apart. And he's like, I'm the Nick that's going to be stumbling more than anybody else. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? And so I don't know who that guy is. I don't know if he's the one to blame for getting me sick. But I didn't look like anyone else was ill with it. But I'm not thrilled. I'm not happy, guys. Whoever did get me sick, freaking, there is going to be repercussions, okay? Because I know it wasn't my fault. What else was I gonna talk about? Moving, dude. I was helping people move. Multiple times. And moving, dude, it's nice helping people move. It's not, but that's what you're supposed to say, right? Oh, yeah, it's nice helping you move and start a new life, dude. It's like helping you, and you're kind of taking your past items and welcoming you into the future, and I'm glad I could be a part of that. It's like, no, dude, I know you just asked me because, we have a minivan or a pickup truck and you needed space. But yeah, it's been nice helping people move. Here's the good thing about helping people move, though. You don't get paid, but Okay, we're back. All right, we lost freaking camera number 1. We lost engine 1 is down, but we kept on trucking. Maybe that was a sign that I was supposed to end it, but I had more to say, okay? And oh, dude, this is another thing. I was already not in the mood to do this podcast. I mean, I didn't mean I wasn't in the mood. Which is like a horrible energy or vibe you want to give off right when you start a show. Like, hey, dude, I just don't want to be here, guys. Thanks so much. Peace. But when you're sick, all you want to do is just kind of crumble and lay down, and it's not easy to try and put on a stage presence and put on a show. But I was excited to get back here and do it nonetheless. But anyways, I was already struggling to force myself into this little booth here, and I was having so many technical difficulties, and now the camera shuts off. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I'm gonna fix it. I'm just glad that it is fixed now, or maybe it's not. If you guys can't even see me right now, then I'm sorry greatly, and the podcast should be over soon. I was just gonna talk about how horrible moving is real quick. Or was I going to talk about how good it was? I don't know where I was in the story. My point is that you always get food. They don't pay you, but there's always there's better food than there is at a wedding, that's for sure. While moving, someone's got pizza or freaking chicken and JoJo's. I was helping my grandma move. She freaking dropped some zucchini bread on me, chocolate chips. I was like, oh yeah, you need help moving again? I'll freaking, light something up at this condo. If you got to move out somewhere else, just keep throwing that zucchini bread at me. I'll be there. I will be there. So it was worth it. Also, people keep trying to pawn off other trash on you. They got all this stuff there's way more things. We don't have enough room for this. I didn't know we had this much crap. Do you want this? Do you want this pogo stick? I'm like, no, actually. And people just keep trying to shove stuff at you. You're like, no, wait, no. And you have to think about it. And the truth is there are some good finds. They keep throwing at you stuff. Usually it is a lot of crappy. It's some sort of, crutches or old beanbag chair, whatever it is. And I got some good finds though, guys. I got some good stuff. I got a freaking Olympic barbell. I got a new office chair. I think we got some power tools or something like that. There's some good stuff around there. So go help somebody move, because one man's trash is another man's useful trash. I threw out the office chair. It wasn't working, but it serviced me well for the week I did have it. But anyways, moving is fun. It's good. But you make what you can, dude. When life gives you lemons, steal an office chair out of the trash. What's crazy about that saying is that's one of the only sayings I can think of that no one ever actually, how often do you hear, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade? Never. Everybody knows the saying, but no one ever completes it the way it was written. This poor guy who came up with this genius freaking fruit analogy, this little juice squeeze. no one's ever gonna finish like, nah, I got something better. Everyone looks at this saying, is like, nah, I can improve on this. And yeah, I feel bad for the guy in a way, but honestly, if he wanted to make something better, it was genius, but there was room for improvement. But it's a nice analogy. I don't know what to make of it with the situation I'm in right now. Like, when life gives you lemons, you freaking put on a SpongeBob shirt and kill it, dude. But yeah. Sometimes life doesn't give you lemons. Sometimes life just gives you, a crap sandwich. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how much cheese, how many toppings. It doesn't matter if you cut the crust off this crap sandwich, dude. You still have a cold. And there's not much you can do. Like, I'm trying to freaking cut the crust. I'm trying to freaking put a little juice on the side, maybe some apple slices, but it's still a crap sandwich. So when life gives you crap in bread, honestly, just eat the bread, dude. Throw the poop away. Anyways, I think that's all I had to talk about and more, dude. I literally, like, my only note was really that it just says sick and Harry Potter is fire. But anyways, I think that's all I got to talk about. Guys, thanks so much for being here with me today. I know I'm kind of out of it. Maybe it's funny, maybe it wasn't, but at the end of the day, we did an episode. So, that's a win for me. I got to go wipe my nose. Holy crap, dude. I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm going to throw a peace out to you. And thanks so much for being here. Thanks for laughing. And wish me luck at the wedding. Hope that there's some good food. Oh, my nose. Okay, I love you guys. Peace. I can't blow my nose.